is a very exciting time for Robert Morris University and Roosevelt University. We're excited about the integration. Really, it begins with missions. We have complementary missions, yet not identical. So it truly allows us to bring together strengths of the individual universities and create more opportunity for students, faculty, staff, and the greater community.
And I'm excited about this opportunity is because in the history of Roosevelt University, this is probably the second most important time. First, it was our founding, and now we have found an amazing partner that together we can look forward to the next 75 years.
This will help on enrollment by providing additional opportunities for students in terms of their location, whether that be Schaumburg or downtown. In terms of the class offerings, we'll be adding culinary arts and nursing programs to the Ultimate Roosevelt portfolio. And then when we look at things like modalities of online, when we talk about class offerings in terms of 8-week or 16-week formats, it's going to give our students a lot of options to pursue their educational path at the speed they want and also at the location they want, and hopefully that'll lead them to want to enroll at Roosevelt, attend this institution, and get all of its transformational benefits.
The integration is going to really benefit our students by expanding our programmatic offerings. It's going to enhance our teaching methodologies. It's just going to supply additional co-curricular and extracurricular opportunities as well. So students will have an expanded set of offerings that they'll be able to participate in. In particular, I'm really excited about our experiential education opportunities and being able to leverage those and expand those across the institution so that students will be able to get hands-on opportunities that they'll be able to leverage in both their academic, personal, and professional careers.
I think one of the best things about this integration is the opportunities it provides for student athletes and non-student athletes here at this institution. For our student athletes, both independent institutions currently offer robust athletic opportunities, and the combined institution will continue to offer maximum platforms for student athletes to continue their athletic aspirations in combination with their educational pursuits. For non-student athletes, it's going to create an opportunity for them to engage with athletics at a broader level. We'll be offering even more sport participation opportunities, which also mean more events for them to attend, which will hopefully lead to greater recognition of the institution. We often say that athletics can be the front porch of an institution. Hopefully this really reaches out to high schools and community colleges and communities in general in the Chicagoland area that'll raise the awareness of Roosevelt through athletics. So really when you go home and you're wearing your Roosevelt Lakers sweatshirt, everyone's going to go, oh, I've heard about Roosevelt. That's awesome. You're so lucky to go there.
Well, there are so many things to be excited about in the integration of the two universities. There are great traditions at both universities, but I think what really excites me is the possibilities for students. This really opens up new programs for students at both institutions. It opens up new ways of thinking about experiential learning at both institutions. I think that with more students, we will be able to see some really improved services, just in terms of how many sections students have in order to make choices to fit into their busy scheduled lives.
So our faculty and staff will benefit from the integration because it continues to allow opportunities for us to grow and provide the service and support to our community of students. It gives us the opportunity to just increase our offerings, provide a community where students can continue to learn and grow.
So trying to create more opportunities for faculty and staff. From an HR perspective, whenever you have a greater number in your workforce, it's always greater opportunities for human resources. With that in mind, you have greater opportunity, greater leverage when you're negotiating benefits. And so I know Roosevelt's benefit package is a very robust benefit package, and Robert Morris employees would love to have a benefit package like that. So that's one thing that would really be a greater benefit, providing even Roosevelt greater opportunity with an increased workforce. That's one of the great things that will be a benefit. Another wonderful thing is for our faculty, greater camaraderie. Some of our programs, particularly in liberal arts, we have certain disciplines that are a little bit smaller. For example, in our science curriculum, we have smaller numbers of full-time faculty. Being able to join forces and have greater numbers in the liberal arts will be wonderful for the faculty. I also see a great benefit to our faculty and staff to increase and diversify our faculty, our employees overall, to better reflect our student population.
As the Chief Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Officer, it's a really new role to Robert Morris, and I'm so excited that it will be expanded to Roosevelt as well as we come together as one university, because it provides access to all students. Both universities are very diverse, and so that would just help to ensure that all students, all faculty, and all staff are being treated fairly, that it's equitable, and that people feel like they belong. As far as inclusion goes, I always start out by saying belonging equals inclusion, inclusion equals belonging.
This initiative will strengthen both the finances and the academic quality of both institutions. Everyone who follows higher ed understands that there is a transition afoot in the industry. The demographics don't support the total number of universities that are in existence, and there's a lot of overhead in higher ed. So given the fact that we are in the same neighborhood as Robert Morris, that we have similar tuition costs, that we serve essentially the same student population, it just makes sense to eliminate a lot of the costs that come from running duplicate institutions so that those resources can be freed up and reinvested in the undergraduate and graduate and transfer student experience.
One of the first projects that we worked together on from both universities was a consolidation of our financial statements. It was really important that that made sense to begin with, or it wasn't worth pursuing this integration any further. I'm happy to say that that did come out to be positive, so that we did proceed with this opportunity. And in addition to being able to create a positive cash flow for both universities, the institution's ability to then reinvest that into the students and into our faculty and staff will be something that is very important. It's something that both universities have agreed are something that we were unable to do alone, and by combining forces, we'll be able to turn that around in very short few years to get more opportunities for our students.
There's so many enhancements for students in general with this integration, and one of which in particular is Roosevelt University Schaumburg location. Many of our student athletes spend time in the northwest suburbs, very close to where the current Schaumburg location is. So we're very excited to take many of Robert Morris University's programs to that location as well as the Chicago location. Robert Morris's history has been centered in Chicago and the surrounding communities, and actually throughout the state of Illinois. So those areas where there is a need and demand for the programs that we offer, that's where we will be. I'm personally very excited about the role that I will play in the enhancement of Roosevelt University Schaumburg campus. I'll be the Chief Operating Officer and really charged with helping that campus continue to thrive and to grow. One of the unique pieces of this integration is that that campus is already a success. So starting with that premise and building on it is a very exciting time for Robert Morris University and for me personally.
This integration of our two universities not only will enhance the Chicago campus, but especially the Schaumburg campus. One of the promises that we have made to the Schaumburg community and to the village and to our students and faculty who are already there is that the campus will be thriving going forward. And with the integration of these two universities, and especially with my colleague being in charge of that campus, the campus will be thriving. We'll have closer relationship with the community colleges, with all the businesses, with the organizations, and the village itself. Mm-hmm. And the most important part, there will be food on campus.